Welcome to Savory Italian Kitchen. Today, we're diving into a true Italian classic, fried pizzelle. These crispy golden delights are topped with a rich tomato sauce, freshly grated cheese, and fragrant basil, perfect for any occasion. Stick around as I guide you step by step through this delicious recipe. Ingredients for 25 fried pizzelle: type 0 flour or all-purpose flour, 700 room temperature water, 500 ml fresh brewer's yeast, 4g fine salt, 20 g to season the pizzelle, peeled San Marzano tomatoes, 720 basil leaves, 25 oregano to taste, garlic, 1 clove, extra virgin olive oil to taste, grated grana padano, DOP 70 gyros for frying, peanut oil to taste. How to prepare fried pizzelle. To prepare the fried pizzelle, start by making the dough. First, pour some of the indicated amount of water, at room temperature, into a small jug. Add the crumbled fresh brewer's yeast and stir with a teaspoon until fully dissolved. Let the yeast rest, and in the meantime, place about 30% of the flour on one side of the kneading board. The kneading board is a wooden container that withstands the dough's temperature and prevents sticking to the sides. If you don't have one, you can use a wooden container or a glass bowl. Then pour the water into the other half of the board, avoiding pouring it directly onto the flour. Add the salt to the water and dissolve it by gently stirring with your hands. Once the grains are no longer felt, start mixing in the flour. Gradually add more flour, mixing it with the water using a rotary motion with your hands. When about 50% of the flour has been incorporated, add the previously dissolved yeast to the dough. Continue adding the remaining flour. Continue kneading until all the flour has been incorporated. Making the dough by hand allows better control of the dough's consistency and whether more flour is needed. Work the dough within the board or bowl for 10 to 15 minutes until smooth and homogeneous. Then let the dough rise inside the board, gently covering it with a slightly damp, clean kitchen towel. Let it rise in a draft-free, temperature-stable spot. Allow it to rest for at least 4 hours at room temperature, away from drafts. After this time, transfer the dough to a lightly floured work surface using a scraper. Divide it into 50-gram portions with the scraper. This recipe yields about 25 portions. Using a little flour, fold each portion into a ball, tucking the edges underneath. Place each ball on a lightly floured tray, ensuring the folded edges face down. Cover with a dry kitchen towel and let rest for another 2 hours in a draft-free spot. Meanwhile, prepare the sauce. Transfer the San Marzano tomatoes into a glass bowl and shred them by hand, or use a fork. Heat a drizzle of olive oil in a pan, add a crushed garlic clove in its skin, and sauté until golden, then remove it. Add the tomatoes to the pan and season with salt. Add oregano and cook on low heat for at least 30 minutes, stirring frequently until the sauce thickens. After the 2-hour rising period, heat a large pan of peanut oil to a maximum temperature of 180 degrees. Check with a kitchen thermometer. Use a scraper to lift each portion from the tray and transfer it to a lightly floured work surface. Flatten each pizzelle gently with your fingertips. Using the scraper's tip, lightly score the dough to prevent excessive puffing during cooking. Once the oil reaches the desired temperature, submerge the pizzelle, pressing the center with a spoon to create a cavity that will later hold the toppings. When golden, remove the pizzelle with a slotted spoon and place it on a paper towel-lined plate. Repeat the process for the remaining portions. Once fried, top each pizzelle with a spoonful of tomato sauce. Sprinkle with grated cheese and finish with fresh basil leaves. Serve your pizzelle hot. And there you have it, your perfect fried pizzelle, straight from the heart of Italian tradition. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Savory Italian Kitchen for more authentic Italian dishes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recipe.